Hi, Jamie. Renee. Lovely to meet you. Big fan. So excited to see you in this role. Such a coveted role. Were you really excited to get involved with Quentin Tarantino?
When you say Quentin Tarantino, I was already like chomping at the bit, but I think he's a very courageous, he's a cinematic genius, and he's a courageous person for all of the work that he does. And I think this is amazing to have a Western that acknowledges slavery, that's about a bounty hunter, about a slave that becomes a bounty hunter, that becomes a hero who loves his woman, and at the same time it's a spaghetti western, so it's like all the cool it's all of that cool stuff. And to be able to watch him work with Christoph Leonardo DiCaprio, who is going to rip the walls off of the movie when you see his performance, and Samuel Jackson as well, and then the wonderful, talented Kerry Washington. Like every day, I think people were talking about they didn't really go to sleep because every morning you had to be on your A game because everybody was an all-star. It was like an all-star game, so it was just amazing.
Dream gig?
Absolutely. Like, and then some of the fun facts was, he says, I got to teach you to, you got to ride a horse. And 5 years ago, I got my own horse for my birthday. So my horse is actually the horse I'm riding in the movie. Get a chance to spin guns and hang out with, real cowboys. And it was just a lot of fun.
And I like the beard, man. I'm digging the beard.
Hey, man, whatever it takes. I've been growing this thing, man, and it goes, it grows when it wants to. But I think it was really effective for the movie. It sort of gives the movie sort of an identity because everybody has beards in the movie. Christoph had the best beard. It grew like Kris Kringle, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of fun, and this will be one of those ones that would develop. I mean, it will define history as far as cinema is concerned, and I think it's courageous. I think the way it comes out, the verbiage, the language is real of what it was back then. Some people would be blown away by it, but I think it'll be what we need, like diving into a cold pool, So I'm just looking forward.
I feel like there's nothing you can't do. You're about to play the president in White House Down as
You're
well.
about to play the president.
Yeah.
If there's any indication that America is not the most incredible country in the world, and so I'm not gonna necessarily do President Obama, but we're gonna do all of the things that I used to, because I'm still, I still do jokes about, I still do comedy. So I just wonder, how is the president when he's really at the crib? Like, is there some Nicorette gum around there trying not to smoke? Does he take a puff every once in a while? You know what I'm saying? I know he got his BlackBerry on him. You know what I'm saying? So in the movie, we get a chance to do that. When we met, because Channing Tatum is playing also the star of the film. But I was like, it's about the White House being taken over.
Yeah.
So how do we make everyone, get on board with saving the White House? But there was one interesting thing about the security issues of, being the first African-American president. And it's a funny joke about, at the beginning, like, he shows them a map and there's some red areas. These are the people that wanted to assassinate the president before I became president. And then they say, well, here's the map when I became president, and it's red all over. And he says, wow, is that all over? I said, no, that's just in Texas. So it's a funny, but at the same time, a real cool, slick film. So to be able to go from playing a freed slave to playing the president of the United States, you can't ask for anything.
There's nothing you can't do, man. You're
Well,
unstoppable. Seriously.
There it is.
I got to ask you, you've been around for a while. You've seen it all happen. How hard is it for you to watch, your friend Tom go through what he's going through, being played out in the media?
Well, you know what? It's like this. I think Tom Cruise would be all right, and I think sometimes, look, the average person in Des Moines, Iowa, or Texas or Atlanta have marriage problems. So, I mean, as an actor or an actress, we're not immune to that, But I think we got to be. You have to commend them for already settling everything and sort of like nipping things in the bud, and I think that's a testimony to both of their characters, because I have 2 kids, and the only thing that matters in the world are those 2 children. And when you're able to take yourself out of it and make it right for the kids, I think that's the greatest thing. And then other than that, I mean, in the press, I mean, he knows he's a big boy. He's been in the press his whole life. So I think he'll be fine, and to both of them, we just wish him well. But like I said, they're not the only people going through it, so
exactly.
it is what it is. And then sometimes, I'm victim of it too, because I read a lot of tabloid stuff too. I'm sorry.
do?
I'm sorry. I do. I love it. I read all of it, and I believe everything. But
You believe everything, Chris?
yeah, because it's like it's sort of it does something to us. We start believing all of this stuff, and like I remember, I'm still getting over Jen and Brad. And I know that sounds feminine, but oh man, I hope they get back together. I hope they get back together. I'm really upset about Kanye and Amber Rose still.
Really?
I can't get past it.
No? What about the stuff you read about yourself? You believe that as well? You get
Yes,
confused?
yes, I believe it. Everything they say about me is true. I am that guy.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.